In economics, there's a concept called a loss leader, where a company would sell a product either at a loss or for very little profit. Companies are not known for taking on philanthropic endeavors, and there's always a reason behind what they do. The reason they would sell a product for a loss is to attract customers, and once you're there, you would go on to purchase more profitable items from them. Take Costco as an example. They attract customers with a $5 rotisserie chicken, and customers usually walk out with a trolley stacked with more profitable goods which they've purchased. This is a Casio A168. At under €20 for an award-winning watch, it makes me wonder, is this a loss leader too? In order for a loss leader to be successful and to get returning customers, it must be a good product. The A168 has been in production since the 1990s, and during its lifespan, it's been awarded the Good Design Award from the Japanese Institute of Design Promotion. Fellow winners include the Herman Miller Aeron chair and PlayStation 5, so the A168 is in good company. It's also one of a few watches that's on sale at New York's Museum of Modern Art. In order for a product to become eligible for sale there, it must first pass through their tough design selection criteria. Now let's take a look at some wrist shots. Now I'm only speculating as to whether Casio are selling the A168 at a loss, but considering the difference in price between their resin and steel bracelet watches is about $20, it's almost like you're getting a free watch when you buy the steel bracelet. The case is made of chrome-plated resin and measures 38.6mm in length, 36.3mm in width, and has a thickness of 9.6mm. The overall finish on the case is impressive, with edges being nicely chamfered and smooth to the touch. Over on the back is a steel backplate held down by 4 screws. It has a horizontal brushed finish and is embossed with the Casio logo and model number. The strap is made from rolled steel and uses a clasp which you can move with a small screwdriver for adjustment. So thankfully you don't need to remove any links for that perfect sizing. The watch is marked as being water resistant, which means that it can get wet, but is not recommended for swimming with. And the overall weight of the watch and strap is 50 grams. On the wrist it feels light and balanced for all-day wear. It has enough wrist presence for everyday wear, and it also carries enough gravitas to be worn on more formal occasions. Inside the case is a Casio 3298 module. This uses a CR2016 cell, which is enough to power the watch for 7 years on average. Functions for this module includes a single daily alarm with an hourly time signal, a stopwatch and calendar. The time display can also be changed easily between the 12-hour and 24-hour formats by pressing the bottom right button. One cost-cutting feature that you normally see on entry-level Casios is in the backlight. Casio watches that cost under $20 are famous, or should I say infamous, for having a weak backlight. That's not the case with the A168 because it's one of the few watches that Casio still makes with an electroluminescent backlight. The whole LCD panel lights up a beautiful turquoise bluey green colour with no signs of heat spots. Modules with EL backlights cost more to produce when compared to modules that use LED backlights. The reason being is that a voltage transformer has to be built in in order to excite the phosphor compounds in the panel to make them glow. Because the A168 has been in production for nearly 30 years, a spiritual successor called the ABL100 has already been introduced. I'm holding this in my right hand. It offers more functionality, but it also costs nearly 4 times the price. In one area, the A168 beats the new watch, and that is in legibility. I don't know what it is about the latest Casios, but they appear to be slightly dim in terms of legibility when viewed straight on. No such problems with the A168. For a watch that's been in production for nearly 30 years, the A168 still appears to look fresh and youthful. This shows the importance of good design as it never ages. It may not have the latest features such as Bluetooth connectivity, but for most of the time, all we really need is a watch that looks good and tells the time accurately. And that's exactly what the A168 provides. But as Casio customers also know, one watch is never enough.